Hey guys, it's Julia, and today I'm going to be doing my first November book haul. I do already have a pretty big haul, so I thought I'd break it up into a couple different parts. So yeah, let's just get into it. So I am going to be going pretty quick. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books already. I have a little bit of a problem. I might need to be going on a book buying ban soon. So the first book that I'm going to be talking about, I am currently reading and I'm super excited about. I've been excited about it since I heard about it a couple months ago, and it just came out at the end of October 25th, I believe, and that is Glitter by April Lynn Pike, and it is about a girl who lives in the future, but she lives in a palace where they kind of pretend like it's the past, so they wear like Victorian style dresses and the big huge wigs, and she got brought into the palace life 4 years before this book takes place, and she does not like it there. Her mom ends up arranging her marriage to the king, and she doesn't want to marry the king. She doesn't like him. She's kind of scared of him, so she ends up getting a hold of this drug called glitter, and she tries to sell glitter so that she can buy her way out of the palace and get a new identity. And it even talks about like getting surgery to rearrange her face so that she's not recognized. So far it's really interesting. I'm only 6 chapters in, but so far I really like it, so we'll see where it goes. The next book I got was Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi, and I've heard really great things about this book. I'm really excited. It's about a girl whose touch is deadly. So I don't know every detail about it, but I'm really excited to read this one. And it is part of a trilogy. There's Shatter Me, Ignite Me, and what is the other one? Unravel Me is the other one. The next book is The Night Circus, which I've heard really good things about this, and I think it's pretty popular, but it's about 2 magicians who are battling to become like the head magician, and they end up falling in love. And it's about this really cool circus that happens, and it only happens at night, and it's like one moment it's there and then the next it's not. So it sounds really good. It sounds really interesting. So I mean, I love a good love romance. So the next book I'm going to talk about that I got is Storm Siren by Mary Weber, and this is about a girl who has the powers to control like storms. She's an elemental kind of, and in the story, any child that is born with elemental powers is killed. So she is a slave that is being auctioned off, and somebody buys her up and gives her the choice to either die or to become a weapon to help them win the war. And I think that I actually saw this on Instagram. Somebody was reading it, and so I looked it up. The cover kind of intrigued me, and so I looked it up and read the description, and I thought it sounded really interesting. So the next book I got was The Love That Split the World, and this one is about a girl who starts seeing weird things, like her front door is red, but she's seeing it as green, and some other weird things start happening, and she has this grandmother that kind of comes and goes. I guess she's kind of like a spirit. I'm not really sure. It's kind of vague on the description, but she comes to her and says, "You have to save him," and then disappears, and the next night she meets a boy and she falls in love with him. So I think it's going to be interesting. It kind of sounds weird, and like there's going to be some kind of interesting romance to it. The next book I picked up was Diabolic, and I am so excited about this one. You've probably heard me talking about it in my other videos, but it is about this Diabolic, which is a creature that is made to protect like people of higher power, and in order to protect the person that she's assigned to, which is the Senate's daughter, she has to take the place of the Senate's daughter and kind of learn the ways of the political world and figure out how she's going to save the Senate's daughter. So this cover is really cool. The trailer for this book was really cool. It really drew me in. So I can't wait to read this one. It's probably going to be one of my next reads. So The next book that I picked up was The Rose Society, and I read the first one, The Young Elites, probably like 2 years ago, and I totally forgot about it. I have it on my bookshelf, and then I started seeing the second and the third book, and I was like, oh my gosh, I read the first book to that, so I should probably pick up the second one. I might have to reread the first one before I read this one, we'll see, but I am excited to see where this story goes because I really did like the first one. The next book I picked up was The Lie Tree by Frances Harding, and I was drawn in by that cover. It's so pretty. I love it. Ugh, I need to take that sticker off. That's gross. But I hate when they do that. I hate when they put stickers on the books. But anyway, it's about this girl named Faith whose father dies, and she's trying to figure out why he got murdered or how he got murdered, and she ends up finding this tree in his stuff that bears fruit whenever you whisper a lie to the tree, but then the tree also gives you a hidden truth. So I think this is going to be interesting, a new concept that I haven't read about. I really like stuff like this. Okay, so this is the next book that I picked up, Labyrinth Lost, and it also has a really pretty cover. And I've heard a lot of really good things about this one. It just came out not too long ago, and this one is about a witch who doesn't like magic, and she tries to cast a spell to get rid of all the magic, and she ends up banishing her family, or not banishing, but making her family disappear. So this sounds really interesting. I like the concept. It says that she has to travel to this wonderland-like world to find her parents and figure out what's going on. So I think that it sounds really interesting and a new concept. So I'm really excited for this book. Like I always say, I'm excited for every book. Okay, two more books. We can get through this. Okay. The next book I got was Frost by M.P. Kozlowski. I hope I'm saying that right. And this one is about a girl whose father disappears, and he's still there through computer technology. He programmed himself into this technology to kind of talk to her even after he was gone, and she has this pet who gets sick, and the only way that she's going to be able to save her pet is if she goes out in the world, even though her father inside the technology tells her not to leave and to stay in their home. And it's kind of about like robots and a bunch of different technology, so I thought it sounded pretty cool. I picked it up at the bookstore. So the last book I picked up yesterday when it came out, and I'm so excited about it. It's one that I've been waiting for to come out for a really long time, and that is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Now, I have not read any of her other books from the Lunar Chronicles. I tried to read the first one and couldn't really get into it, so we'll see if I can get into this book. I'm sure I can. I love The Red Queen and Alice in Wonderland, and I've heard that she stays pretty on topic as far as Alice in Wonderland goes and staying true to the stories. It doesn't really change it much, so I can't wait to read this one. I'm trying to decide if I want to read Diabolic next, if I want to read Heartless next. It's a really hard decision, and these are pretty hefty books. Well, I guess they're about 450 pages, so pretty big. And I'm trying so hard to just keep my list of what I want to read to a minimum because I have so much going on right now with NaNoWriMo and everything, but I really want to read this, so I'm going to have to add it to my TBR. I can't help it. That's so pretty. Oh, just look at it. Oh, and I did want to show you this too because this is so cool. What it looks like without its sleeve. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, anyway. So that is it for my book haul, and like I said, I will probably be going on a book buying band because I am going a little crazy with the book buying. I seriously bought like 15 last month, and it is the first week of November, and I've already gotten what did I say, like 11 books. So I'm sure that my husband is looking at our bank account like, what the heck? So yeah. Anyway, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!